you ever wondered what Torchwood would be like set in high school? Yeah, me neither. But apparently that is something that we need. Class is the spin-off to Doctor Who, or at least the Peter Capaldi era. They never had one for Matt Smith. Oh, kinda. It's their Adventures was still running on at that point. Matt Smith guest starred in that. I just remembered that. But so it kind of was something, but they all kind of died when Torchwood failed. Well, when Torchwood went to America and failed, Torchwood kind of was good. I liked Miracle Day, but let's face it, it's not as good as the rest of Torchwood. So they decided to release Class instead of releasing Torchwood again, and even John Barrowman's not happy. Look at his Facebook. Nah, I think he just wants Torchwood back. I think that's all he wants. Which means he might be dying in CW, which would be quite interesting. Mind you, he's died like 50 times. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. The CW everybody returns. Anyway, let's just move on. So Class, as I mentioned, is a spin-off to Doctor Who. It's set in the high school that Clara and Danny Pink taught at. And it's about a bunch of teenagers, one of which is a prince from another world. The planet was destroyed, which kind of makes him a king of nothing. I don't know. I don't really know how royalty works, but I'm pretty sure he'd be a king. But I guess they keep him as a prince because it sounds better for the teenage girls. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. So anyway, one of the things that really caught me off guard about this show is the fact that it's bloody, it's unapologetic, it's shocking, and it's so weird. It is like the high school version of Torchwood, except slightly tamer because they're not saying fuck as much. I don't know. Maybe they will at some point. I mean, it seems that the next episode will be having sex and stuff like that. So I have no idea what this show is. For some reason, this show somehow manages to shock me every episode when they do something new. You've got people getting amputated. You've got people getting talking about other stuff. Like it's like it's kind of what you would expect from a high school. And I'd say that's something that's really good. It's quite shocking, not because it's shocking not because these characters are saying shocking things and everything like that. It's shocking because it's a Doctor Who spin-off, and they're saying these things, and there's blood, there's gore, and you're like, what is happening here? It was like when Torchwood came out, but Torchwood kind of always pushed itself as a mature Doctor Who. This one didn't. This one had one teaser trailer, and that was it. It was just Class. It was like, oh cool, what is this? I'm guessing this is just going to be Doctor Who. It's going to be the Doctor Who level. It's going to be family friendly. That's going to be it. Watch the first episode. No, this isn't family friendly. The only clue there was to this not being family friendly was at the final shot of the trailer when you saw one of the characters covered in blood, and I was like, what? So imagine my surprise when in the first episode someone gets stabbed through their back, out of that, right in front of someone, and their blood splatters on top of someone. I'm like, what is this? This is Doctor Who. The best way to describe Class is Evil Dead 2 for Doctor Who. It is one of the weirdest tones you can possibly get, and it seems kind of clever because as a teenager, like your moods, you have mood swings and stuff like that. You see things in different light, maybe not as quickly as in Class. In Class, it's like every scene there's like a different tone, which kind of gets a bit weird. But then so is Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2 is one of these films in which the tone is so strange, and the film itself is so strange. And this is why I can't help but compare this to Class, because Class takes itself seriously. Sometimes. And I'm not talking about like one episode, maybe it'll take itself seriously, the next episode it won't, because I've seen the first 2 episodes, because that was all they released. Yeah, it's the same episode, between scenes they switch, and this is something that I can't help but kind of, it's like entertaining, but at the same time you can't stop watching it. But it's not because it's bad, it's because it's kind of good. The acting sometimes fluctuates. The characters themselves, some of them are, quite a lot of them are interesting. The main character is this S6, I don't know how English, I'm Scottish, so Scottish education is different from English education, but I think it works kind of the same. So they're in their senior year essentially. So she's incredibly naive and optimistic, and it drives me crazy. As much as I like an optimistic character and stuff like that, this character is ridiculously optimistic to the point in which she's just really naive. It's like, oh, it's even it's hard to explain. It's like she's kind of how they portrayed Supergirl in the very first episode before they actually decided, let's give Supergirl a character. So this is kind of the issue here. They've given this character some interest in the qualities, but like, they're not doing anything with it. It's just everything's the same. There is some really interesting characters. Funny enough, one of the most interesting characters is one of the teachers, and she gets sidelined so much, it's ridiculous. Honestly, what she kind of reminds me of is a female Jack Harkness, but at the same time, a Jack Harkness that doesn't give a shit about anyone except herself. So, not really anything like Jack Harkness, but I don't know why Jack Harkness came up. I don't know. So that is the point that I'm trying to make. It's a weird mixed bag, but it's one of these mixed bags in which you have to watch. You just want to watch. I will say you have to watch the first episode just to just see the madness. It's incredibly weird, and I will admit the fact that the Doctor just randomly leaves these kids, teenagers, seniors, whatever you want to call them, in charge of protecting the school from aliens and things like that. Things that actually pose genuine danger, rather than perhaps getting UNIT involved, perhaps getting Torchwood involved, but Torchwood's gone. I'm going to complain about the fact that Torchwood is gone. But, so yeah, getting involved with that. Getting somebody else other than these guys. Because, honestly, all they done was switch on a light. And that was it. Like, when you pretty much solve the day, you don't just hand it to the people that helped you because you told them what to do, or perhaps they figured out something on their own. So that's something. But honestly, the fact that in the next episode they're just sort of like, nah, we're not saving the day. So it's like, what's going on? I will admit though, there is quite a lot of character development in it, and I do see them going a lot of places with the characters, dealing with different emotions. It's not, I don't think it's going to be kind of like the Sarah Jane Adventures, because that was for kids. I'm more talking about, I know it's for kids, but I'm talking about the teenage side yet. And which they're just like, oh yeah, let's go save the day, that's it. And it's like, these guys kind of couldn't care less, but at the same time they do care. It's one of these weird things, and I quite like the attention that they're bringing with it. It's, they're not just having these typical, let's save the day, kids, type guys. It's like, I wouldn't put it past BBC if they'd done something like that. I mean, the amount of Hollywood films in which you've got set in high school and everybody's just, yeah. So, but, and also the fact that they are kind of going with stereotypes, but they're not going with stereotypes. It's quite interesting. It's just, this is possibly one of the most interesting shows I've seen, mainly because I've no idea what it is, and they don't know what it is, I don't know what it is, nobody knows what it is. We just sit there and we enjoy it, and it's kind of fun. That's probably the best way I can describe Class. On top of that, the special effects are relatively good. Yeah, it's good, it's fun. The fact that they managed to get the Doctor in it is kind of weird as well, because the Doctor wasn't allowed to appear in Torchwood because it was so bad, as in like brutal, gory, all that sort of stuff. Yet, I'd say Class is only a slight step down from Torchwood. It's like no, Torchwood's a 15, but I'd say, well, Torchwood's probably like a higher 15. Class would be like a small 15, like a lower 15, the lower side of the 15 spectrum. Maybe not actually, probably middle ground. I'd say Torchwood's just a little high. That's what I'm saying. It's just like it's a small step, but somehow they allowed the Doctor to appear, which is the whole reason why they didn't get the Doctor appearing in Torchwood was so that the kids didn't drive onto Torchwood. Kids are going to come on to class. It's really weird. It's kind of funny actually. If there is one good thing about this, it's the fact that we might actually get the Sarah Jane cast returning or something like that. That's something I would like to see, because those of you that don't know, the reason why the Sarah Jane Adventures was cancelled was because Elizabeth Sladen, who played Sarah Jane, died. So they had no choice but to cancel it, and it was doing really well. It was quite a successful show. It wasn't like Torchwood, in which it relied on the mature audiences, like kids could go and watch it after Doctor Who, all that sort of stuff. So it would be quite interesting to see these characters come back, although it's possible they probably won't. But at the same time, it's quite possible, it's kind of like, possibly they might do it. I'd quite like to see that. The reason why I'm saying it's possible, but also not possible, is just due to the fact that class seems to be in that grey area in which they can bring folk in from Doctor Who. But at the same time, Sarah Jane Adventures was for people like younger. It was for kids. So maybe I kind of hope so. I'd like to see them continue that on a lot more. And yeah, I just hope they do something with it. It has been quite a few years. I don't know when they started it. I don't know how long it's been going on for, but it has been a while. So they might bring them in, or they might not. The actors will be a lot older, so that is also a good thing as well. Anyway, let's stop talking about that. Let's go back to talking about class. I do find it quite interesting, the fact that they're set in the school. And funny enough, actually, the school looks completely different from in Doctor Who. When you saw it, it looks quite different. It's really weird. I think they got a different school or something. Probably the same school, and I haven't even noticed. Sunrise Class. It's basically over the top, but also not over the top. It's gory, it's shocking, it's violent, yet they can still bring the Doctor in somehow. They're swearing, but at the same time they won't go too far. It deals with teenage issues, but I don't know how far they'll take that. It takes itself seriously, but at the same time in the next scene it won't take itself seriously. It's one of these things that's just so confusing that there's no way other than to say it. It's just really confusing. It's a weird tone, like Evil Dead 2. You're not entirely sure what's going on, but you kind of like it. That's why I'm saying this is possibly the best way I can recommend Class Series 1 is by just watching it. Just watch it, see what happens. The first episode, I think you probably will like it, but in the kind of way that I've said it, it's just so weird that you kind of just want to figure it out exactly what it is, and then you move on. I haven't watched Ash vs Evil Dead, so it might be kind of similar to that. I have no idea, but I've never seen a show like this before, so this is quite interesting. So anyway, as always, remember to like and subscribe, and I feel like asking you a question other than have you seen Class and what would you think of it? Do you think the Sarah Jane Adventures or Torchwood cast should make an appearance in Class? I'd love to hear what you say about that, because it's kind of one of these things in which they could probably do it and they could bring back some fan favourite characters. Anyway, see ya.